How do you handle like conflict at the executive level? I mean, I'm sure this happens a lot, but people don't always agree. But are things like ego a consideration when you found yourself in situations
No,
where you're
there's
trying to
no
resolve things?
egos at the executive level. Yeah, there are a lot of big egos. I think there are egos. I think that people have goals. I think people have not only their sort of work goals and roadmap goals, but there's also their personal goals. And also how they address conflict, right? There's some people that are going to compromise, some people that are going to, fight, some people that are going to avoid, right? And for me, I think you got to really get curious about the person. And so I think about for me, the fastest way to resolve conflict is figuring out how is this person motivated? What is their motivation in this conversation, and getting really clear on that. And once you understand their motivation, then it's a lot easier, right? And that motivation is not always the same as yours. That's kind of part of it, or the same as maybe what is set, what it should be. And so I think once you get clear on that, then it's a lot easier to say, okay, how do we create a win-win here? Or you call them out and saying, wait a second, is this the motivation of the meeting, or is it this, right? And you can sort of put the truth on the table, and then they can say, oh yeah, you're right. I'm overly focused on, X, when really I should be focused on Y. So to me, conflict resolution all starts with understanding the individual's motivation. And if there's 10 people in the room, understanding all 10 people's motivation, so that you can then move the conversation forward.